Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Adam from ZoinkMeister, and today I got a Harley, aka Gangsta Croissant.
So,
Hey, what's going on? So,
oh,
today we're gonna throw out some stuff on that new Rage 2 trailer that just dropped.
yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good.
It
Pretty
looks pretty
interesting.
good. It's very Doom plus Mad Max. Um,
Yeah, I mean, they pulled like a Thor Ragnarok and made everything super colorful and fun.
oh,
So,
I
I
know
mean, I'm interested in it.
it's weird, right? I mean, compared to the last Rage, which I looked it up, their Metacritic score is like an 81, and it's like mixed but mostly positive. But like when they're
Yeah, I
negative,
read it.
they're like really negative, like 33, 10, 25, 40. These are all
Oh,
scores
so
that,
yeah, those they really didn't like
yeah, no,
it.
if they didn't like it, they
No.
really didn't like it. But if they liked it, it was pretty much positive to mixed. Some people giving it
Yeah,
90s, 80s.
I remember that game was coming out, and I was partially interested. I remember they had a demo for it, and I downloaded it. It was fun, but I never ended up buying it. I think I don't know, just that game was your typical wasteland game, like super bland colors, your grays and fucking dead shit everywhere. But this new one, yeah, like I said, the trailer really took me by surprise. I actually kind of want to buy it now because I don't know. They just like the. It just looks like a lot of fun. A lot of crazy stuff happening. Lots of colors, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
think?
it looks really good. I was like surprised how fluent gameplay looked. It really did remind me of Doom. And I mean, it is Bethesda's own id software, but it's by Avalanche.
Also the
Yeah,
yeah
yeah, it's
the
by the guys
what
who
is
did
it?
that Mad Max game. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, it
I know
honestly
what thing.
it's exactly that. It's like I've never heard of a more straightforward process. It's literally Doom plus Mad Max is what it looks like. Um, I skipped on that game. I was during a period where I thought I was just kind of burnt out on FPSs with really bland, drab color schemes. I don't know.
Yeah,
Call
it
of Duty.
reminds me of like what Borderlands was before it like got redesigned into like what it is now, kind of.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually, yeah. It's a really good
Remember when it was
comparison.
like realistic
Yeah, they went for that
and I actually
steampunk,
wanted to play it? Yeah.
post-apocalyptic steampunk. Yeah, before they.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's really cool. But I think the more important thing here is that it kind of justifies that Walmart leak. Uh, that
Oh
went.
yeah, definitely.
It,
It lends it a little more credence, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah, it really boosted its. I don't know about that Forza Horizon. There's like they're missing a game. They skipped a game, but
Oh yeah, and then they just have Assassin's Creed.
yeah, they just have Assassin's Creed and they have Splinter Cell and they
There's some
like
stuff that's really strange, but I mean, those are probably just placeholders for now, obviously.
yeah. I mean, a lot of those were things we already knew that was coming. Like Smash Bros is on there, which is a safe bet. Battlefield was on there, that was a safe bet. Call
Yeah.
of Duty, safe bet. Just things that we already kind of confirmed that we already know about, but this was kind of those ones that was like a surprise. Rage 2 was on there. We're like, no way. And then they kind of
That
teased
was
on it.
probably like the most insane one, like as far as because all the other ones, I mean, you could see coming. Like Splinter Cell, they've already been like doing like crossover stuff with Wildlands, and so I mean, everybody, I mean, thinks that that's coming, and they like just brought back like the original voice actor for the character, and I
Oh
mean, they're
yeah,
not
he
just
was
gonna do
battling
that
like
for
prostate
fucking
cancer.
one
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty big. So I mean, that kind of is also another solid confirmation. I'm a little scared though, since I mean, leaks have been going kind of left and right at this point. I feel like this is like one of the most
Right.
leakiest E3s I've ever seen, and
Oh, I know.
yeah, I mean, this thing is leaking all over the place. They need like a plumber in there to fix that because that's astounding. But I'm kind of nervous because I was really excited for those Pokemon Switch games, and now I guess the leaked info coming out is that it's going to be called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Edition.
Yeah,
It's supposed to
yeah.
be
I
a
saw that
remake.
as well.
Yeah, a remake of the original Generation One games, but this time you don't play as Red. You play as a new character that is alongside Red and Green story, and your starter is either Pikachu if you went with the Pikachu edition, or Eevee if you went with the Eevee edition. Um,
Uh,
and then I heard,
I'll definitely go for that Eevee edition.
yeah, the Eevee
Because
sounds like the
Pikachu's
much better
fucking
edition.
overrated.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. I mean, Eevee has some of the
Eevee
most
can
like.
be like how many different things?
I mean, oh man, Eevee's can be a tank. It can be a sweep. I mean, literally, you can
My
mold Eevee
favorite
into your team.
Jolteon by far.
It's so fast. Jolteon is one of the fastest non-legendary characters
Dude,
there
it
is.
is really fast.
It is really, really fast.
I almost maxed out, like, I think it's like 95 or something, level 95, and that shit is super fast.
It is so fast, yeah.
Like over 250 speed.
Yeah, I don't think there's any stat that Jolteon is like lower than Pikachu or Raichu. Like,
yeah, it's obviously the best.
Yeah, not to mention, if you can get like Espeon, that's also a good sweep. I mean, Umbreon's like a tank. But it's just like, there's just so much better options to go with Eevee. But aside the fact, part of that leak is that it's been leaked that the way you catch Pokemon is similar to Pokemon Go instead of the traditional.
Which is like, I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't know, I did not really care for Pokemon Go at all.
Yeah, that kind of. I mean, I played a lot, but I mean, so did everyone, and I feel like that kind of breaks what the true main game Pokemon games are. I mean, that's like, where's that feeling of I saved right before I went to that legendary, and I'm completely out of like. I'm down to all my Ultra Balls are gone. I'm down to Great Balls, and like I'm about to like resort to the 8 Pokeballs that have been in my party or in my bag since like the beginning of the game, and like I feel like that's gonna be weird if you just flicker balls at the screen. Like, what happens if you run out? Are they gonna be like, yeah, please pay a couple more dollars to? I mean, like, what are you what are you gonna
Especially
do?
because they're trying to. There's like rumored Pokemon Go integration, which I don't think they need, and I just feel if they're gonna change the gameplay, don't change it in that way. Like give us, like a fully open world, like 3D style with like, I don't know, I feel like they can change the combat a bit.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that's what I feel like they can change. Don't change. Nobody wants to flick fucking Pokeballs.
Yeah. See, that's the weird thing, because I mean, even in the newest gens, when they added like those Z moves, where those funny dance moves that you can only do once per battle. I mean,
oh, dude!
Did
you see Mimikyu's?
Like, I mean, those are cool and all, but it's not really changing the gameplay, right? It's just kind of adding a mechanic.
See, that's where I like the Mega evolutions more than the Z moves. I don't know, the Z moves, they get old,
Yeah,
like Mega's actually changed, a Pokemon.
Yeah, I hate the level of cringe on that is pretty bad too.
It's a lot of cringe, like it's a lot of fairy type move.
Yeah, the little dances have like a whole plethora of cringe attached to them. But I mean, like I don't know if you ever played the GameCube game Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness or Pokemon Coliseum.
Missed that one.
Yeah, so in those games, you played as kind of an anti-hero. In Coliseum, you played as an anti-hero who you had a capture device, and basically enemies, the bad guys, had shadow Pokemon, and you could literally steal them. You could steal them mid-battle. Like they were fighting, they were using it to attack you, but you could still catch it and purify it and turn it into a regular Pokemon for the most part, and quote-unquote capture a bad guy's Pokemon. And that was like honestly the only that's the change of gameplay that Pokemon has ever really done. The rest have been like, they've added mechanics here and there, but as far as changing gameplay, like battle gameplay, that's all I've really seen that comes to mind in terms of a hardcore change of battle. I do like what they did in the last games, where they added that Pokemon Rider system, so you didn't have to have any HMs attached to your Pokemon.
Your HM slave.
Yeah, that was great. I no longer have to have. That was a really
good change. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to have that Psyduck that's level 16 or something that has like Surf, Cut, Headbutt. Like, I don't have to have any of those things anymore.
I forget which Pokemon I turned into a slave, but it was like the one that was it kind of looked like a dragon, but it was a leaf type. And it could fly. I don't remember what that one was called though, but I treated that thing like a bitch.
I'll track it down and I'll put like a JPEG. I'll put a JPEG up at some point. But so no more.
Yeah,
no
like
more.
I said, I'm kind of hoping that these leaks aren't real, because nothing about this excites me, and I feel like they're on such a roll. And I feel like this doesn't like have any people excited at all.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I'm not excited that it's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee Edition. I'm excited that it's this hybrid console is getting a Pokemon game, and I'm kind of hoping they can pump up what it means to be a Pokemon game now. Like, this will be like Zelda is a major change to the Zelda formula. Like, they can never go back. Like Breath of the Wild is the new standard, like Ocarina of Time was the old standard. So I feel like this is their chance to make the new breakout. And I know Nintendo isn't directly in charge of, like, that's the Pokemon company, which is like a second party developer who has like an exclusivity deal forever. But I mean, they really need to do something different. They can't. This isn't the time to be taking weird, awkward chances. They need to make that big, great game that'll like really hit sales. Like
which I feel like, you know, it was what everybody wants, which they won't do.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I am missing. There's a couple things I love, like I said, the rider system where you don't need the HM slave. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, your Pokemon followed you around the world, like behind you.
Oh yeah,
like
that was another part of the leak that they said that they will follow you around.
I really hope they bring that back because that was amazing. I hope they bring back the multiple region thing because that was astounding. You had basically double the game. You beat the game, and then like, oh yeah, well let me just god drop you. Like, how are you?
Game.
Yeah, you stopped the first boulder. How are you gonna stop the second one? It was just great. Like, it literally, you beat the game, and then you find out you only beat half the game. That was astounding. I'm hoping for more of that.
I love it. I love games that do that. They're like, you know, the end game is super crazy.
Yeah, it's like playing beyond the story is like more than the game. And I don't know, like God of War was great, but I feel like they didn't do that.
Yeah, they didn't really do that. They just
I don't know.
Had some more stuff to do. I feel like one of the games that I know you haven't played but I have was Dragon's Dogma on like last gen consoles.
Oh yeah, I
like
haven't played
it. It's basically like a Shadow of the Colossus mixed with I want to say like Dragon Age type, but more real-time combat-y. It's kind of like, I know it's a lot like Devil May Cry because it's actually the director from Devil May Cry 4, I think. But yeah, like you beat the whole game, and the whole game is about you, like, you know, you have to kill this dragon that's like, you know, threatening the world, and then you kill it, and then you realize, you know, that spoilers. Like, you know, the dragon gives you a choice. Basically, you can not kill it and like gain a lot of power, or kill it and then like basically the world just goes to shit. Like this whole hub town that you like spend the whole game in, like like you kill the dragon and then like it like cuts over to that town, it just explodes. And like there's like a gigantic like crater in the town now, and like the whole world, like the sky turns green, and like all these crazy monsters like pop up out of in the world. Like yeah, it like turns the world into this super shitty place where everything is really strong.
Everyone knew that the dragon was the only one holding down the nuclear reactors from going self-destructive the whole time.
And then like and now in that crater, like that's where you actually get to the end of the game. Like you travel down, and that's when it actually becomes like a dungeon crawler, and like there's all kinds of monsters that you've never seen before. And it's just it was a really good game. I mean, sure, now you'd think it's like really like clunky, but at the time it was really fun, so I liked it.
I never played a Dragon's Dogma, although I do see like it's discounted a lot. I might eventually pick it up.
The PC version, I think, is like 60 frames and whatnot now. So
so
I mean,
I'll probably have to grab onto that. But yeah, that's basically it for today's podcast. I guess we're already going on like 16 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cut it here. Thanks for being on, Harley.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Your YouTube is Gangsta Croissant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't upload right now, so you don't need to follow.
If you want to support, I gotta throw out that good shout out. So thanks. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Bye.